Hi guys, I'm Meena. Today's topic is about introduction to carbohydrates. I'm currently studying in Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering, pursuing my bachelor's in CSC with the specialization of cybersecurity. So let's get into the topic. Carbohydrates are one of the three macronutrients along with proteins and fats. They are essential for human life and provide the body with energy. Carbohydrates are found in a wide variety of foods, including fruits, vegetables, grains, and dairy products. Definition and composition of carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are organic compounds composed of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen atoms. The general formula of carbohydrates is CH2O of N, where N represents the number of carbon atoms in the molecules. The ratio of hydrogen to oxygen atoms is typically 2 is to 1, similar to water. Hence the name, it is known as carbohydrate. Carbohydrates are classified into three main types based on their structure and complexity. Monosaccharides, disaccharides, and polysaccharides are their types. Coming to the monosaccharides, these are simplest sugars containing a single sugar unit. Disaccharides are formed by the combination of two monosaccharides. Polysaccharides are complex carbohydrates consisting of long chain of monosaccharide units. Next is monosaccharides, disaccharides and polysaccharides. Here we'll be learning in detail. Coming to the first one, that is monosaccharides. Monosaccharides are the simplest sugars containing only one sugar unit. They are the building blocks of more complex carbohydrates. Glucose, fructose, and galactose are common examples of monosaccharides. Disaccharides are formed when two monosaccharides units join together, such as sucrose, table sugar, lactose, which is also known as milk sugar, and maltose, that is also known as malt sugar. These are common disaccharides. And third is polysaccharides. Polysaccharides are complex carbohydrates made up of long chains of monosaccharide units. They are important for energy storage and structure, such as starch, glycone, and many examples furthermore. Coming to carbohydrates and digestion and its absorption. The journey of carbohydrates begin in the mouth where salivary enzymes break down starch into smaller molecules. This process continues in small intestine where pancreatic enzymes further breaks down starches into disaccharides like maltose. Disaccharides then break down into monosaccharides by enzymes on the lining of the small intestine. The resulting monosaccharides such as glucose, fructose, and galactose are small enough to be absorbed into the bloodstream. From there, glucose is transported to the liver where it is used for energy production or stored as glycogen. Fructose and galactose are also processed by the liver, but they are less efficient than glucose for the energy production. Next is glycolysis and energy production. Breakdown of glucose. Glycolysis is the first stage of cellular respiration. It occurs in cytoplasm of cells and involves the breakdown of glucose, a 6-carbon sugar, into two molecules of pyruvate, a 3-carbon compound. Next is ATP production. Glycolysis generates a small amount of ATP, the primary energy currency of cells. It also produces two molecules of NADH, an electron carrier that will be used in subsequent stages of cellular respiration. Next is anaerobic conditions. Glycolysis can proceed in the absence of oxygen, making it an important energy source for cells that lack sufficient oxygen, such as red blood cells or muscles or intestines. Now let's learn about gluconeogenesis and glycogenesis. Gluconeogenesis is a process of creating glucose from non-carbohydrate sources. This occurs when the body's glycogen stores are depleted and the body needs to make more glucose for the energy. The liver is the primary site for gluconeogenesis, like amino acid, lactate, and glycerol. Next is glycogenesis. Glycogenesis is the process of synthesizing glycogen from glucose. When blood glucose levels rise after a meal, the liver and the muscles store excess glucose as glycogen. Glycogen is a complex polysaccharide that act as readily available energy stores, providing energy when glucose levels are low. Third is maintaining glucose homeostasis. Gluconeogenesis and glycogenesis are essential for maintaining blood glucose hemostasis. They ensure that the body has a constant supply of glucose of energy. Coming to glycogen storage and utilization, first one is glycogen synthesis. When blood glucose levels are high, the liver and muscles store excess of glucose and glycogen. This process is called glycogenesis. The second is glycogen breakdown. When the blood glucose levels are low, the liver break down glycogen into glucose, releasing it into the bloodstream. This process is called glycogenolysis. Third is energy reserve. Glycogen acts as a readily available energy, providing energy for muscles during the work or when food intake is low. Coming to carbohydrates and blood sugar regulation. First is insulin. Insulin is released by the pancreas when blood glucose levels rise. It facilitates uptake of glucose by cells for energy or storage as glucogen. Second is glucogen. Glucogen is segregated when blood glucose levels fall. It stimulates the breakdown of glucogen into glucose and it releases into the bloodstream. Third is glycogen synthesis and breakdown. The liver plays a key role in blood sugar regulation by storing excess glucose as glucogen and releasing it when blood sugar level is low. Fourth is hormonal feedback. Insulin and glycogen work in a duplicate balance to maintain blood glucose levels within the narrow range. Next is dietary sources of carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are found in wide variety of foods. These foods provide our bodies with energy to fuel our daily activities. It's important to choose carbohydrates wisely. Focus on complex carbohydrates like whole grains and legumes, as they provide more fiber and nutrients than refined carbohydrates such as white bread and sugary drinks. Next is importance of carbohydrates in a balanced diet. Carbohydrates are essential for providing our bodies with energy, supporting various body functions, and promoting overall health. They play a critical role in brain function, providing a necessary fuel for cognitive processes, memory, and learning. Carbohydrates also contribute into the production of essential compounds like neurotransmitters and hormones, helping to regulate mood, sleep, and other important bodily processes. Furthermore, they contribute to the proper functioning of digestive system, providing in digestion and helps to maintain a healthy gut microbiome. Thank you for watching.